Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders. Salutations to you, sincere brothers. Teaching in truth and sincerity. Lesson will be entitled The Shutdown. Lord, will you are edified. Video was inspired from, of course, TikTok pages, NBC for Washington, fair use.
Breaking news on a Friday afternoon, federal workers, many of them are neighbors here in the Washington, D.C. area, are being fired. A post on X from the director of the Office of Management and Budget, Russ Vought, said rifts have begun, government speak, for reductions in force. In plain English, it means people are being fired in the midst of this government shutdown. How many? One White House source told NBC News a substantial number. Another source said it is in the thousands. Where are they? How will they be notified? We don't have those answers yet. But a spokesperson told NBC News it's deeply unfortunate that thousands of federal workers will be laid off as a result of the Democrat shutdown. It's unclear if any of this is legal.
So you have some people that are with it, and of course a lot of people that are against it. Excellent. Reduce the federal government. This is exactly what America voted for. Thank you, President Trump. We don't need half of the federal workers. Drain the swamp.
Doesn't mean it's not happening. It'll be fought over in the courts. In the meantime, those federal employees put in the middle. In past shutdowns, many of them have been furloughed, asked to work without pay, or simply gone without paychecks for some time. But they would eventually get their jobs back. Now the White House seems to be pushing the envelope and actually reducing the number of federal employees through firings. An awful lot more details that we certainly want.
So, of course, America is divided. So let's get that precept. Matthew chapter 12 and verse 25. Let's start at verse 24. But when the Pharisees heard it, they said, this fellow does not cast out devils, but by Beelzebub, the prince of the devils. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. And desolation means what? Utterly nothing. And every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. So Esau's kingdom, okay, cannot go on any longer. Okay, Esau's kingdom cannot progress. Esau's kingdom cannot move forward. Starting with Esau's hub, America. Okay, America is divided. And according to Yahushua, every kingdom, such as America, divided against itself is brought to desolation. Every city or house, such as America, right, divided against itself shall not stand. So America will not stand. Okay, America is circling the drain. We are seeing the downfall of America, the end of America, right? And according to the research by Apostle Tahar, a kingdom lasts for what? 250 years. And as of next year, America has been on top, okay, for 250 years sometime next year. So America is at the end of her road. Again, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and you got these so-called Americans divided, mainly by a political belief system. And every city or house divided against itself shall not stand, right? And, of course, these firings is promoting what? Financial strain, a financial strait. And when we go into 2nd Ezra 15 and 14, woe to the world. Woe means destruction, and them that dwell therein. everybody excluding the elect. For the sword, which is an instrument of death, and their destruction draw nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Okay? Verse 16. For there shall be sedition, meaning what? Setting apart, a separation among men, and invading one another, running up on people, running into households. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Meaning what? There will be no law enforcement to apprehend these criminals. Okay, so you will see people being raped and murdered in broad daylight, and no law enforcement will come on the scene. Okay, and a financial strait will provoke anyone to become animalistic. All right, let's continue.
We know you need. We're trying to get them. I'm Ted Oberg from the News 4i team. You can
Yeah, so it's over. And it's only going to get worse. And eventually, everyone, right, within this system will be affected. So let's go to, of course, we have to go to Isaiah chapter 19, right? And verse 4. And the Egyptians, which are modern day Americans, will I, Yahweh, Baal Hashem, Yahweh give over into the hand, meaning what? Control, power, or might of a cruel Lord. Trump fulfills this prophecy. Trump fits this profile. And a fierce king, he's very fierce, shall rule over them, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. So this man don't give a fuck. Now let's just jump down to verse 15. Neither shall there be any work, employment for Egypt. Why? Because this system is moving to a digital system. Okay? And within the concept or the agenda of a digital system, you need what? AI technology. Okay? AI technology, which promotes what? A reduction in jobs. So all of this shit is orchestrated. So neither shall there be any work for Egypt, America, which the head or tail, right? All your classes, from the upper class to the middle class, the working class, and the lower class. All classes will and are being affected in real time. All right, which the head or tail, branch or rush. Branch meaning what? Your nobles, your so-called lesser nobility. What? That's the upper class. The upper class. And a lot of them are living from what? Credit cards. Okay, the usage of credit cards. Maxing out this credit card, getting another credit card, maxing out that credit card, trying to get another credit card, and also pursuing what? A credit line increase, okay, because of these financial straits. So as things are going up from inflation, guess what? The wages stay the same. But meanwhile, Trump can send millions of dollars to Ukraine and to Israel, but he can't help out his fellow Americans. Does that make sense? So again, neither shall there be any work for Egypt which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. So everyone is being affected. The branch or rush may do, right? So your upper and your lower. So it's only going to get worse, but we are prepared for this, right? This is what we've been preparing for. And with that being said, let me just get one more precept. Isaiah 34:16. Seek you out the book, Salakia. Seek you out of the book of Yahweh, the scriptures, who is ye or you, the elect? Beginning with 144. And read this, right? Revelation 1 and 3. Blessed is the man that readeth, right? No one of these shall fail, the prophecies. None shall want her mate. The scriptures don't need any other book. Although we use other information and we filter that information utilizing the scriptures. From my mouth it has commanded, and his spirits it has gathered them. So Lord will, this was edifying. Buckle up and hold on. It's about to get ugly. Shalom.